Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Daphne from Craftydusters, and if you're new here, I post brand new home decor and DIY content every week, so don't forget to subscribe and join the Craftydusters family if that's something you like, and also don't forget to follow me on Instagram for updates and sneak peeks on my projects at _Craftydusters. Now before we get into today's video, let's address the elephant in the room. My hair. Yes, I got a haircut. In fact, Alex, my partner, gave me a haircut at 11 o'clock on Sunday night, and I think we can all agree that great decisions are taken at that time and day. It was a fun and a bit stressful process. It was his first time cutting hair, and all I could hear was the manic sound of scissors and him huffing because between us, it wasn't meant to be that short. But I actually really like it. What do you guys think? But now let's get into today's exciting video, and as you guys can see by the title, in this video we will be DIYing a round mirror frame. And if someone can tell me why large mirrors are so incredibly overpriced, I would kindly appreciate it, because I simply do not understand why I need to spend over 100 euros for a cute mirror when the actual mirror itself costs between 10 to 20 euros. So I bought this mirror for 15 euros and it has a diameter of 60 centimeters. So it's a large mirror size, and I couldn't find anything round and pretty to wrap around it. So I had this epiphany of using a hula hoop as a frame and also hang some macrame cord to actually turn it into a decor piece on top of it being functional. So that's exactly what we're doing today, but with a twist, because I really want to dye the macrame cord, and I thought, what's a natural dye ingredient? Avocado. So in case you're not aware of it, avocado pits are very rich in tannins, and when boiled they produce a naturally pinkish color that acts as a mordant and binds very well to cotton fabric and other fibers. So I will be attempting an ombre pink macrame, and I really hope it turns out well, because in my head it could turn out very pretty. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, only the final result will tell if this was a good idea. And as always guys, any products I use in this video will be linked in the description box. So let's go ahead and get started into our DIY round mirror frame. So I bought this hula hoop at the dollar store, and of course I had to test my skills first. Clearly I have none, so moving on. It was a bit bigger than I needed it to be. It is very unlikely that you find a hula hoop in the correct dimensions. They all differ in sizing, even a little bit, so I'm going to cut it down to fit my mirror using a cutter knife. This is a trial and error process, so take your time with it, because you don't want to cut it too short. It's best to cut smaller pieces until you have the right fit. Once the hula was cut down to fit my mirror, I sanded down the edge where I made the cut, reassembled it, and wrapped some black electrical tape to hide and secure the connection. I decided to spray paint the hula, and I am preparing the surface with a 220 grit sandpaper. I am sanding it just enough to create pores for the paint to stick on, so not a lot, and I am wiping off the sand with a clean cloth. For spray paint, I am using the Motip Craft Spray in matte black. For my macrame, I am using a 3mm cotton cord and I am making the most basic knot, the Larks head knot. So folding the cord in half, I am bringing it over the hula and through the loop, and I am repeating that until I have 67 Larks head knots. Kind of an odd number to be honest, but that's what looked best. When calculating how long you want your cord to be, keep in mind you will need to double it since you are folding it in half, and it is always best to cut it a little bit longer and shorten it at the very end. To create my avocado dye, I need the avocado's pit and skin, so I am removing the green flesh and then I am washing the pit and the skin very thoroughly to make sure there is no flesh left. And I had an extra avocado pit, so I'm adding that too for a more intense color. Once everything is washed properly, I am adding it to a big pot and filling it up with enough water to cover my macrame. Then I am placing it on a high heat stove. And once it starts boiling, I am reducing the heat to a simmer. You don't want to boil the pits as this will likely brown the dye. After about an hour, I am turning off the heat and letting it sit overnight. Before adding the macrame to the dye, I am first soaking it into warm water to make sure the dye adheres to the fabric. Then I am dipping the macrame into the pot until it reaches the height I want dyed and leaving it for about an hour and a half. After that, I am removing some of the macrame to create my ombre effect and letting it soak overnight. And that, you guys, was a big flop. Please let me know if you have any ideas as to why the ombre effect didn't work. Technically, it still is ombre since there's a transition between the white cotton and the pink dye, but I was hoping for two different shades of pink as well. To attach the hula on the mirror, I am using the Tissot building adhesive and I am applying a thick layer on the hula and then attaching that on the mirror. I am wiping off the excess glue with baby wipes, and to hide the glue between the hula and the mirror, I am attaching some macrame on the inner and outer side of it. Finally, I am gluing two brass hooks on the mirror's backside and letting everything cure overnight. To hang the mirror, I am using some macrame cord and making a regular double knot, and to make sure my knot is secure, I am gluing it with some hot glue. When the mirror is up on the wall, you can shape your macrame, and to do that, I am using some tape to make sure my shape is even on both sides, and then cutting the excess cords. And that completes our DIY mirror frame project. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. It was a fun project, but do not be fooled, it was a long one. It took me about 4 days to finish it, you know, with letting the dye and the macrame soak overnight as well as the adhesive. So do keep that in mind if you're planning on recreating this project. Nevertheless, the materials cost me around 35 euros, and for that price, it is totally worth it. And I have to admit, I really like the end result, although I'm not gonna lie, I am a little bit disappointed that the ombre effect didn't work the way I wanted it to. So if you have any experience with avocado dye, or if you have any idea in general as to why it didn't work, please let me know in the comments. Also, let me know if you're interested in a part 2 of this video. I would really like to experiment more with avocado dye and test different techniques. So let me know if something like that would be useful to you. Honestly, I have no idea who would be interested in watching this video, but if you made it to the end, don't forget to like this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more home decor and DIY content, and also click on that notification bell to get notified whenever a new video comes out, which is every Thursday, by the way. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!